Hi guys, Liz here, aka Isabel Sharon. Welcome to Coffee with Isa. I'm a bit late today because I've not been well. You can hear the shower in the background. My son's having a shower. Oh my god, you can hear the shower from here. Anyhow, we'll ignore that and the people outside. I am late with Coffee with Isa because I've not been well since last Wednesday. I've not been feeling right. I thought I was coming down with a bit of a flu thing, and it just turned into my head, and I've had a headache for like 5 days, and still trying to get things done. I didn't go to work Friday, but I went to work today, and I just don't feel right. But hey, cracking on, as they say. Anyhow, I wasn't actually going to do Coffee with Isa because I thought, you know what, I don't think anyone would be bothered if I just skip it. But I have to do it. And it's only just to talk to you about this thing. I was in Facebook earlier, and the owner of Blueberry put a post on her wall about something she'd seen, and she mentioned it, and it was related to Second Life, and how disgusted she was, and quite a few people had either watched it or didn't watch it, and for different reasons. So I started watching it on the bus on the way home, and I've just finished watching it now, and I'm absolutely flabbergasted. The documentary comes under the channel Real Stories, so they do documentaries on all sorts of things, and this one is called How to Start a Sex Cult. Okay, and basically it is about I think the reason I want to talk about this is because once again you've got this negative thing associated with Second Life, and frankly not everyone in Second Life behaves like this. There are bad seeds in every part of society. Second Life, Sims, work, down at the park, wherever. But they chose to make a documentary about this guy and this woman. He's English, and believe me, he's common English, and the sort of English that you know does nothing. And she's from Australia, so she's a lonely woman desperately seeking God knows what from Australia. And basically they had a relationship in Second Life which was based on a master and submissive relationship. So everything about their relationship was based on that, and she decided to leave her home in Australia, her family, everything, and come here. And from the day that she arrived here, she's had a collar and, you know, shackles and walked the streets like that, and everybody knew about it. But what amazed me about this documentary, this guy is clearly demented. We're not talking about, I mean, you know, I've got an open mind about most things, and, you know, BDSM and however people live their lives. There are those people that live their lives in this kind of way, through choice. But this to me is just about an arsehole who has no respect for women, no respect for human beings, and what he does is he preys upon someone. Clearly she had no respect for herself, because she allowed herself to be in this because she thought she would get something out of it. She believes that this is a loving relationship. Now, I am not a stranger to dominant and submissive relationships. I know exactly how they work. I know many people that practice this, and that is not what it's about. It's not about being cruel. It's about pure respect, and there wasn't that in this. He was just a thug. He's just a thug who attempted to pimp her out and was making money off of her, laying on her back and doing all sorts of things for men. And she was just this woman who, by all accounts, has absolutely no self-esteem, really, to allow that to happen to her. I'm not going to go on much about it because it actually made me so angry. I was swearing at my YouTube, really swearing. But what made me more angry about it was that they gave this F-wit coverage. They've made him famous. I do wish British television would not do that. They would not take the scum and make them famous. What they should be doing is they should be sending in the police, and what they should be doing is sending in social services, because this woman has left at the end of the documentary. She is pregnant. So no child should be coming in, into a home comprised of two absolutely incompetent people. And what I want to stress for people that don't know much about Second Life, who come across my channel, I want you to know that that does not represent the residents of Second Life. That just represents the scum, the lower end, who manipulate and who are just plain, they're just plain demented. I'm sorry, he's just demented and manipulative and just using. So I just want to say, it doesn't represent Second Life. Second Life, the majority of the residents are people like me, people like you. But there's always that 1% that just doesn't deserve to be on this planet. And I'm afraid that man does not deserve to be on this planet. And that's all I've got to say in Coffee with Isa. The link to that you will find underneath this video in my blog. I'm going to put a link to it in my blog. And you can go and watch it. And you tell me what you think, but I just think that guy's demented and he needs removing off the streets.
I think I told you not to trust her. She's all about that game. Don't go and fall in love with that girl. She will only cause you pain. Don't think she loves you, she don't mean it. Just look the other way. She's coming at you, you better run before she leaves your heart in